Let's go. My man Jake in the house. Let's get it. What is going on, everybody? I am Rob Westerman, the third of GBP Daily, and thank you for tuning into the Rob Westerman Show. You can find me all over the social sphere at GBP Daily. Shoot me a follow, subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit me up in the DMs. I am always available to talk Packers anytime, any day. It is game day. The Packers kick off in just about 50 minutes or so against the Washington Commanders. Thursday night football, Lambeau Field. It does not get much better than this. Two teams with Super Bowl aspirations, Jaden Daniels and the Commanders, Jordan Love and the Packers, of course. How much will Micah Parsons play? Who is in and who is out? It's a whiteout tonight. Should be a fun one, and I am feeling pretty dang good about it overall. Let's hop into the inactives here really quick. Bo Melton, Zane Anderson, Ben Sims, Warren Brinson, Zach Tom, and Aaron Banks are all inactive. The big ones here, obviously, being Zach Tom and Aaron Banks. Big-time losses for the offensive line, as we all know. But, thankfully, our GM is smart. Brian Gutekunst takes offensive linemen often in the draft and just traded for one in Darian Kennard from the Eagles. So we have guys that I think will do A-okay stepping in their places. Jordan Morgan stepping in for Aaron Banks at guard and Darian Kennard in place for Zach Tom at right tackle. A big one here. Nate Hobbs is active. He'll be making his Packers debut, and I'm thankful he is, because on the other side, we've got Terry McLaurin, Deebo Samuel, Austin Eckler out of the backfield, Zach Ertz running around out there. Our cornerback room needed a little shot in the arm, and we got just that with Hobbs being active tonight. I'm excited to see what he's all about. We shall see. I think he'll do pretty dang good. What else am I excited to watch tonight? The obvious answer, Micah Parsons. He provided so much spark last week that we can't not talk about him first. He played only 29 snaps against the Lions, but his presence was felt on every single one of them. We'll need to keep Jaden inside the pocket, so we got to keep him contained. Lane integrity is going to be very, very important tonight. Daniels was the Commanders' leading rusher last year, so we know he can do some damage on the ground, and it'll be up to our guys to try and mitigate that. So if he does leave the pocket, I am confident that Edgerrin Cooper and Quay Walker can track him down. Jordan Love, he has thrown for 11 touchdowns and 0 picks in his last 8 regular season games. Can he keep that going tonight? I think so. He was on fire to start the game last week. Cooled off a little bit in the second half, but I'm excited to see who he targets tonight. And just straight off of vibes, I'm hoping Matthew Golden is featured in this game. Really am just itching to see him with the ball in his hands. I think I'm hoping to see. Both teams are 1-0. We are in for an exciting matchup between two NFC teams with Super Bowl aspirations. Tickets have actually been on the cheaper side, surprisingly, during this week for tonight's game. And speaking of tickets, if you are planning on going to a Packers game this year, maybe you're outside the gate right now, still debating on buying a ticket to get into Lambeau tonight, do not buy your tickets anywhere else other than TickPick. Why is that, Rob, you ask? Well, they guarantee the cheapest Packers tickets on the market. In fact, if you find cheaper tickets elsewhere, which you won't, because I have tracked and logged every game to prove this fact for 2 years now, they will refund you 110% of your money back. Same tickets as everybody else, StubHub, SeatGeek, all those guys, and TickPick is the cheapest every single time. Use the code Packers21 for an extra $21 off the already cheapest tickets on the market. Shout out to TickPick. Let's hop into the chat here, shall we? My man Jake Buck in the house. My brother, let's rock, baby. Let's rock. It is time to go 2-0. LFG, go, baby. Go, Pack, go. My man Tyler in the house. Let's keep her going. And it is, as always, if you want to be a part of the show, give me a call on the Nicolet Law hotline, 319-242-2332. Family owned and operated since 2007 with decades of combined legal experience. Nicolet Law's team of compassionate local attorneys are prepared to meet your unique legal challenges head on and provide the guidance that you need to make the most informed decision possible. They have just shy of 2,000 five-star reviews and have helped their clients recover over $350 million in the last 17 years that they have been in business. Injured? Get Nicolet. What do we got cooking in the chat? My man Nick is in the chat. I'm a little bit nervous with Zach Tom and Aaron Banks being out, but super excited for the debut of Nate Hobbs. Nick, I'm with you, my man. I'm a little nervous about Zach Tom, more so than Aaron Banks being out. I think Jordan Morgan's going to step in just fine. He had a great preseason, great training camp. He did well in the preseason games he was out there for. And, yeah, it's time for him, right? First-round draft pick in 2024, was hurt most of last year. And it's time for Jordan Morgan to go out there and show us what he's all about. We have not really seen him at all in any regular season games. And, yeah, I'm excited for him. Hopefully he takes and makes the most of this opportunity. Zach Tom being out is a little bit different kind of a ball game here. We've got Darian Kennard over from the Eagles that we traded a sixth round draft pick for. He will be making his second career start, I think. He's barely played, but when he played last week, he did just fine. So hopefully with all week to know and prepare for Darian Kennard being over there at right tackle, that we'll give him the help that he needs over there. And with Jordan Morgan at guard, he's got Elton Jenkins to his right, and he's got Rasheed Walker to his left to kind of help him out a little bit. So I'm not worried about Jordan Morgan. I'm a little maybe concerned about Darian Kennard, at least just someone to watch, right? So, Nick, I'm with you. As for Nate Hobbs, I said it earlier, we needed a little shot in the arm in that cornerback room because last week was between Nixon and Javon Bullard. They had 15 targets coming their way. They allowed 14 catches, and Nixon missed a tackle. So we'll have Terry McLaurin on the other side, Deebo Samuel, Zach Ertz running around, and then Jaden Daniels. You know he's going to make plays. He's going to extend plays. So those guys are going to have to guard a little bit longer than normal. And with Nate Hobbs being back there, that is definitely a shot in the arm. So, Nick, I'm with you, my man. Appreciate you tuning in. Phil, Rob needs more caffeine. I have not had any caffeine. Well, I had a cup of coffee this morning. But, I haven't had much caffeine quite yet. Don't know if I will. Because you know me. I'm up at 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. So these night games are a little tough on me. But, hey, it is what it is, right? I'm excited. Tracy about to walk into Lambeau. So dang excited. I'm happy for you, Tracy. It should be a pretty special night tonight. I actually just saw that Roger Goodell is in attendance. So he thinks it's a pretty good game to be at as well. Along with that, Sterling Sharp will be getting his name in the Ring of Honor during halftime. The whiteout with the Packers wearing their winter warning uniforms that I absolutely love. The helmets are just, the sparkle, the everything. I love them. The winter warning, though, it's 70s, gorgeous out. A little weird why they're wearing them now, but hey, it is what it is, right? Weather is perfect. I know the crowd is going to be jacked up, so a perfect night for Packers football. Have fun, Tracy. Be loud for me, would you? Marlon. Appreciate all your coverage, Rob. Who's your not-so-obvious player to watch tonight? Thank you, Marlon. I'm glad you snuck that in there because I would have said Micah Parsons, right? My under-the-radar guy, though, and as my guy Jay Traz in the chat is thinking as well, is Carrington Valentine. He's been kind of on the DL, playing pretty well recently and pretty much ever since he's started being out there at corner. He's given up just 2 touchdowns in his career, one of them being last week when it didn't matter. And the catch that Lions rookie receiver Tesla made was just spectacular. So got to tip your cap every once in a while, and that one was worth tipping your cap for. Former 7th-round pick. And, yeah, I think he'll be a difference maker tonight. You got Terry McLaurin and Deebo Samuel running around out there, 2 top-notch receivers. And we need him to continue to play like he has been, and I think he will. At least I hope he will. Liam, crowd needs to be rocking, just not when the defense is trying to call plays. LOL. I'm with you, Liam. If any of you missed my post from earlier today, Edgerrin Cooper sort of gave Packers fans a little PSA for those going tonight, saying that, yeah, he loved the intensity that we brought on Sunday against Detroit, but it was so loud that the guys on defense could barely communicate the play call. So he is kindly asking that we bring that energy after they break the huddle. And I appreciate Edgerrin putting that little PSA out there, but hey, beggars can't be choosers, right? You want it loud, it's going to be loud, and that's just the way it is. So excited. Crowd should be rocking Thursday night. It's 70s. We got the white out. They're wearing their all red, nasty looking little uniforms over there for the Commanders. The uniform matchup is nice. I'm excited. Primetime football, Lambeau Field. We were this close to going and just kind of was like, you know what? We'll hold off. Now that I'm looking back on it, I don't know why we did that, but hey, it's too late now, right? So enjoy the game tonight. If you are going, I am jealous. Phil, I remember being at the Redskins-Packers game that Monday night after 9/11. Cooper will continue to shine tonight. Phil, that had to have been a heck of a game. Chris Gizzy running out with the flag. Oh, my goodness. That game's been talked about quite a bit, obviously, with us playing them again on 9/11 today. And, yeah, pictures of that game have been surfacing with Chris Gizzy running out of the tunnel with the American flag just 2 days after that. Just an absolute gorgeous memory there. You're lucky to be in attendance for that one. That's an all-timer. That is for sure. What else do we got cooking up? Ben, you think Parsons will get more snaps tonight? Ben, I don't think he'll get much more or much less. I think it'll be pretty similar to Sunday. Sunday he logged 29 total snaps, and that was more than good enough. Coach was talking about his sort of ramp-up plan earlier this week during his presser, saying they're going to use the next 2 or 3 weeks as sort of a training camp for him. So expect to see a similar snap count for Micah Parsons tonight, coming in on third down, obvious passing situations, and hopefully he can have just as much, if not more, impact like he did on Sunday. Because, I mean, every time he was out there, he pressured Goff into throwing that pick to Evan Williams, and that was at the end of the first half. Huge play, a huge game-changing play, and then later on as the game went on, taking on double teams, freeing up guys like Rashawn Gary, who had 1.5 sacks, LVN, who had a half a sack. He freed up Colby Wooden for a sack. Colby Wooden also had that stop at the goal line. And during that play, yeah, the middle opened wide up because 2 guys went to Micah Parsons, and Colby Wooden was right there for the stop. So, yeah, I don't expect to see much more or less. I expect to see more of the same as Sunday night for Micah Parsons. So, thank you, my man Ben, for hopping in. All right, guys, a little bit of a quicker one today. I'm excited for the game. That is going to do it for me. Thank you again for tuning in. Always, always, always love talking Packers with you guys. Hit me up on social media at GBP Daily. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Any sort of interaction with the page helps myself, helps the page. I will be back and at it again tomorrow talking about the great win we are about to witness. Have yourself a great rest of your game day evening. Let's get a win. Move to 2-0. It's a perfect night to do just that. Enjoy the game, and I'll catch you guys later. Thank you.